Now we will be creating product schema. For that, first inside this backend folder, I will be creating one folder models. Inside this, I will create one file product model.js. I will close other files. So basically, in this project, we will have product model, user model, order model. So what we will do for each and everything, we are going to create separate schema. First, we are going to import this Mongoose. Below this, we are going to create new Mongoose schema. So here we will write new Mongoose, and from here we are going to access this schema. And inside this, we are going to pass object of options. And this entire value, I'm just going to assign to one variable. I will give the variable name as product schema. Okay, it is basically like table in which we will have rows and columns. So in this schema, we are going to tell what are the fields we need in our collection. I want name, product name, and for this we will assign object, and here we will specify the properties. For this, type will be string, separate by comma. Then we will write this require. In this require, whenever you are using common JS, we will use require. But inside the schema, we have to pass required, which means we have to enter name. Then for this, we will specify array. We will write true, and then we will add validation message. If the admin is not adding the product name, then we are going to throw this error. Please enter product name. Again, separate by comma. Then finally, we are going to give this string, and for this, we will give true. So using this, while entering, if we are having any spaces before name and after name, it is simply going to remove that spaces. Separate by comma. Then here, next, we are going to define description. Open this. Here, same thing, we are going to copy. And here I will be pasting. Please enter product description. If you want, you can add trim as well, but as of now, I will not be adding. Same thing I will copy. Here I will be writing price, and inside this price, copy this entire thing, paste it. For this, I will be passing number. Required will be true. Please enter product price. And then next, I'm just going to specify maximum length, and here maximum length I will give 7, and here I will give the message price cannot exceed 7 digit. Whenever admin is adding the price, he can give 7 digits, but after that if he give, he will be having this error. Again, separate by comma. Here we are going to give ratings, and for this again, let me copy this. Here I will be pasting, it will be number. Using these ratings, we are going to display average rating, and by default we will not have anything, so default value we are going to pass as 0. Again, separate by comma. Below this, we are going to specify image, product images, and for product, I have shown you we can insert multiple products. So here I will be creating array, and inside that I will be passing object. And for uploading the images, we will be using Cloudinary. Inside this, we have to specify public ID and URL of the image. So what we will do, as of now, you do not have to worry about Cloudinary. Later, we are going to see that. So for product image, we can insert multiple images. And inside this first object, we are going to specify two properties. First will be public ID. And for this, we are going to give the type. Type will be string. And second, we will simply give this required to be true. I will copy this required. And here I will be passing directly. I do not want any message. I will be passing through. Okay, inside this object, first property is this one. Then second, I will be giving image URL. Inside this, copy same thing and here I will be pasting. So inside image, we are having array, and inside that array, we are having object. And inside each object, we will have public ID and URL. Then next, I will separate by comma. Here, I will be writing category. And for this also, let me just come here. I will copy this entire thing. Here, I will be pasting. Type will be string. Please enter product category. Again, separate by comma. Then here, I will be giving stock. Object. Type will be number. Required will be true. Here, I will write. Please enter product stock. And for this also, I'm going to give the maximum length. From here, I will copy, and below this, I will be pasting. And this one, it should be in lower case. I will come here. And for price also, I'm going to change. Maximum length, let me give 5. And for this also, I will be giving 5. And here, default, we will give stock as 1. Even if you do not give, then also no issues. But while testing the APIs, we will not be adding any stock. So by default, we will give 1. Then next, I will give number of reviews. And inside this, we will pass type as number, copy. And here I will be pasting. By default, we will not be having any reviews. So here I will be giving default to be 0. Then next, separate by comma. Here I will be writing reviews. So whenever customer is giving the reviews, that data will be stored inside this reviews property. And we can have multiple reviews from different users. So this will also be an array. And inside this, what we have to specify? We have to specify name of the user. Here we will give type. Type is nothing but string. And for this, we will write required. Required will be true. Okay. Then again, separate by comma. Then what I just want rating. How many rating customer has given? That rating, I will copy this entire thing and here I will be pasting. For this, I will be giving number and required will be true. Again, separate by comma. Then finally, we want to display the comment what customer has given. So here we will write comment. Copy this entire thing and here I will be pasting. So here we can have multiple customers who is giving the review, and whenever customer is giving the review, we need to access the name, we need to access the rating, as well as we need to access the comment. So this data is for one user. If another user is adding, same thing will be repeated for another user. Again, separated by comma. Here I will be writing created at what time this product is created. We will specify that. And inside this, we will give type. Type is nothing but date. And then finally, we are going to give the default value. Default value, we will simply give the current date. Date.now. Whenever product is created, that date we are going to add. Once entire schema is done, let me decrease the size. I hope you can see the screen. Once this schema is ready, what we will do, below this, we are just going to export this schema. For that, I will be writing export. Here I will write default. And then from this Mongoose, we have to access this model property. And inside this, we have to give name of the model. Here I will be writing product. And second argument, I have to give my schema. And this entire schema, I have assigned to this variable product schema. So I will copy this and here I will be pasting. So once this model is created, As soon as we insert the data inside the schema, what happens? One collection will be created inside MongoDB. Here we have passed the model name as product, but as soon as collection is created, we will have plural products. All in lowercase, we are going to have our collection name. So do not get confused. If you're having different name here, like the collection name is different, you do not have to worry. This is how it works.